Rashid.
Wow, you're well versed.
Oh wow, gets him with the fierce right out of the gate, but an input error.
Yeah, that's the wrong mixer for sure. Probably wanted medium, I would guess.
The crush, and we'll be playing a little bit at that range. Forcing, saying, you can give me the crashing fierce or nothing from here.
Oh, got him. And with new V-Trigger too, yeah, he actually gets a lot more combo potential off of the standing heavy kick crush counter than he used to. It's one of those buttons where when you activated on block before, it was kind of bad news. You just lost your pressure. Rolls in, but a challenge from MOV.
Good pressure, gives him a little bit of rope, but Takeuchi doesn't bite.
And you got to be a little bit more careful with Rashid crashing heavy punch this season. More whip punishable than it used to be. It used to be one of those buttons that comes in bunches, you know?
Exactly. You just throw it out again and again from that same range. Oh, he got what he was looking for, but was not able to capitalize.
Yeah, try to get that throw bait too with the forward heavy kick. No anti-air from John.
Respecting the V-trigger, still active, but running out. Go. Oh, I love it. Instant air stomp. And really not a break there from John Takeuchi, just a well-played advantage from MLB to close out round one.
Yeah, he's always so solid. I mean, even in Season 2 when Chun was a much weaker character than she was in Season 1, he was doing well with her, right? It was very impressive.
Yeah, and again, hasn't even bothered to go to the air legs at all. Nice completion.
A little stronger this season, the air legs there. A little bit more advantage on hit. She gets some better combos.
It is sort of limited to combos. It's not gotten a lot stronger as a move.
No,
you do, but you get paid off at least for landing it. Wow, Takeuchi called it out.
Activates, yeah, he gets that new combo now. This second V-trigger, corner pressure available. Oh, it was a cross-up? The game says it. Yeah, I don't buy it. You don't got me, not so easily, game. Oh.
Double dirty, and calls out the V-trigger, landing the stun. Just like that, round two, answering back for John Takeuchi.
The strength of that V-trigger too. A couple of series and you just got massive stun output, massive damage. It's tough to deal with. You really have to respect those situations where you can gain advantage. Doesn't even have to spend too much bar on it.
No, and he knew exactly where the hole in his offense was and was able to counter it.
Little juggle. Takeuchi still has pressure. There's full bar there for MOV.
Pushing. Wants out. Wow, there it is. Over and over. The same series. Clean anti-air.
It's such an excellent button. It really just stops you from movement all the time. The threat of the crush counter on it, the priority of it being a heavy button.
And when you're in the corner, and there's the loops. Lands the overhead. Now MOV battling back.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hits here could be big for him. Challenges with that 3-frame button.
Love the decision. And again, this is something I say over and over.
Yeah, that extra small USA hoodie he has, representing that red, white, and blue.
Nice pressure series, and just like that, MOV fully cornered.
Yeah, you really do start the round cornered against Rashid, whether he's hit you or not. He sort of just forces that issue no matter what.
Chun switches the position, looking to throw him back into the corner, but answered by John.
Yeah, what I like about John's Rashid is that it's not like that wildly, wow, what a whip punish. Yeah, it just buffers in that fierce with the V-skill. But he's not really that crazy. He just kind of sits and waits and watches what you're going to do.
It's good decision making, yeah. It's very relatively honest for a character that can be a little wild.
Now, I see he's just holding here. He doesn't have to overexert himself. He's waiting for a jump, looking for a whip punish.
That's right, and it's maturity. Wow.
I'll look for a throw bait that time. John with the jump forward. He didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Good trade for MOV. But he's running out of life.
Yeah, this is a bad spot to deal with Rashid. V-trigger 2, he can just gain plus frames.
Bouncing up and down to try. Oh, yeah. So many decisions that MOV had to make right in that clutch. Comes up a little short, and just like that, match point.
Yeah, John Takeuchi, which I think is not that surprising, right? He's such a strong player. Rashid's still a strong character. There's the combo he was looking for when he first got the crush.
Oh, it looked like he might have tried to go for the throw just a little late, and there's the first air legs, and answered cleanly by John.
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting, right? He's ready for that. Right at this range, he's just comfortable. Letting MOV move forward now, looking to whip punish if he throws out another fierce.
And he has that advantage because he's got the life lead, so it's like, you've got to come to me.
All right, hit confirmed. MOV pushing towards the corner. He's got full bar.
John's still maintaining composure, just waiting out the V-trigger. Looks to jump out. It's caught low.
Setup of some kind? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, probably advantage dive kick.
Out. Gone. John, holding composure, finds a throw.
Yeah, V-Trigger not a threat anymore.
And there's the fierce barrage.
Couldn't get the sweep in this version of the game. Last version, that would have been it. He would have been able to chip out maybe after. But John's getting very close. If he lands a crouching fierce, then MOV's in trouble. Back throw.
MOV fighting for his life here. Do or die. Not quite. Will he chip out with the CA? He could, but it's a tough look for round 3. And he gets him again. The instant air overhead.
Yeah, he settled him down. He made him sit there and wait, and then finally dashed up, stomped on him, and MOV's still alive.
Exactly so. MOV calling on that experience. Get it done in the clutch. Again, John answering with a button.
Ooh, counter hit didn't confirm it. He could have done that standing heavy punch.
Again, both, well, they were both sitting on CA.
No anti-air from John. He just walked back.
Nice counter poke from MOV. Pressure.
And just raw low medium kick. MOV really good about seeing whether that's going to hit or not. A little bit of trigger gone from that wind shot.
I like MOV here also changing his game plan up a little bit. A slightly more conservative style, holding it. The V-trigger tornado. Finds a throw.
Yeah, just abusing that crouching line kick every time John moves forward. Full meter now. This means any hit could be big, big problem.
Okay, takes the throw.
Oh.
Realize, but that, just a little bit
not
short.
Be a combo to throw.
I
feel like so close to figuring out this matchup, and in fact, he might have already done so. Like, it seemed like by the end of that last game, he had been comfortable checking Rashid moving in with his crouching line kick.
Exactly so. He found the rhythm and he found a little bit of a range.
Oh, a counter hit. This time he finds a hit.
Oh, throw bait connects, and there's the dizzy.
Yeah, a lot of damage off this. He uses the enhanced mixer to get pretty buff combo damage, honestly, on stun.
45%, yeah. Rashid in the corner. That's where he gets his damage done. Rolls cleanly out.
Yeah. Good spacing on Takeuchi's part there, just waiting.
Challenging with the shorts. Knows he doesn't need a lot here. Not overcommitting in any way, shape, or form. Just happy to take that throw.
Oh, late cancel on that. Yeah, MOV sees that it hits. Walks up, still looking for pressure. Takeuchi
looking for the counter hit.
He's staying patient here. I like that he faked the wall jump. He's got V-trigger activation as a big threat.
Oh! That is a tough way to go out.
Yeah, how many times do you think MOV has missed low forward super in his life?
That's number 3.
Yeah, sounds about right to me. I was expecting maybe a red parry at the end of that, but brutal loss of resources for sure, because he can't fight out of these Rashid corner pressure scenarios with EX Bird. He's just got to sit there and deal with a lot of the pressure.
Yeah, it's the round, it's the meter.
Maybe a shake to his confidence as well.
Yeah, no reversal, no EX legs to pressure his way out. Although that hasn't been attacked with StormKubo. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, moving out of the corner now, and the wake up he's finally went for it. Takeuchi feeling it.
Yeah, that is the first wake up uppercut we've seen.
Takes a safe meaty. He's got corner pressure here, still building up a lot of gray damage.
MOV still absolutely in it and alive.
Rolls in behind that enhanced. That's really the strength of V-trigger 2.
Oh,
the juggle.
Got him. Oh, not able to convert.
Takeuchi, great positioning here. A throw could kill. The challenge from MOV, full bar.
So sneaky, and he finds him again now. Oh, the third one, but not enough. It's an overhead. There it is. Oh, yeah.
We've seen it before, and so has John, but he just wasn't ready to block in that scenario.
It's a tough block.
Yeah, you got to commit to it, right?
And especially on the heels of 3 throws in a row.
For sure, yeah. He might have just, I mean, he might have even been trying to throw tech there.
John looking a little conservative here.
Yeah, rolling in now. Backdash from MOV out of the throw. Doesn't want to deal with it. No whip punish on these roundhouses, so MOV just going for it over and over.
Successfully challenging the dash in from John, who's appropriately looking a little hungrier. Nice range on the throw.
Block on the V reversal.
Gets but really nothing out of it, yeah.
Oh, the cross up again. This time he does land behind. Just out of V-trigger 2 now. John, he actually might build another one.
Oh. Here's
Other side.
The roundhouse, super clean, MOV. Oh. Look at, thought he had to throw.
It was so far away. Takeuchi close to building a second V-trigger, but if a CA lands here, he's not going to get it.
Oh, that's the cross-up.
Goes for it. It's going to be big damage here.
That smug look.
Oh,
the final hit.
It was enough to kill, and a 3-0 for John Takeuchi. He's going to move. And she's very strong this season, fits his style well, and that's what we're seeing in Menat.
Gets the orb out there right away. Long range jumping roundhouse.
Yeah, and one thing that you and I were talking about was the jump kind of angle of Chun-Li being so perfect for Menat's anti.
Correct, yeah. I think it's a real problem. And we see Infiltration has pulled out a variety of anti-air options, air-to-air as well as the ground normals. Been successfully getting that orb out.
Yeah, and even reflecting the fireballs, has the Soul Spear as well to kind of like lock Chun-Li down, make her fear the orb.
And even when he's deciding in that case that he didn't have the right position to try and anti-air Chun-Li, at least getting the orb out to have that threat.
Drills out of the corner. Infiltration, classic. He knows how to escape, right? He's one of the best escape artists in the biz. He almost always has a good plan to make it out of there. Kikosho confirms, drops the Ender.
Not quite, yeah. V-trigger up.
Yeah, raw orb out for Infiltration. Gets the soul explosion. And then drill, yeah. It's a little bit of a reset.
Goes low, and you see just when the orb is on the screen, Johnny looking so tentative.
Yeah.
And just not quite sure. It's even when you practiced all of your techniques against him, not like it's tough. It just gives you a lot to think about. Wow, dash straight up.
Yeah, buffered in the super input right into that dash, and Infiltration was ready.
He's done his homework.
A lot of a big lead already, but the thing about Menat is she builds an incredible amount of meter. She's constantly doing actions, right? And so because of that, she just has so much resources available to her.
And really just the number of options that Infiltration is employing here constantly, not falling into just sort of one simple tactic over and over. He's switching it up, and even when he gets hit by these stray fireballs, Humanbomb's out of position to really take advantage of it. Do anything significant in terms of damage. Yeah,
you see Infiltration drilling over anti-air jab on the other side, and he's just so in control. There's not a moment of this where he looks uncomfortable.
Super confident, that's right. All these choices are right out of the playbook. There it is again, the big range jumping roundhouse, catching Chun-Li going once too often. He had jumped in from that range. He's good either way. Chun-Li has no punish from there. There's no damage that's going to be coming your way if the fireball is wrong. Now Johnny looking to try and go in here.
Yeah, the reflect again, building him a little bit of V-gauge there. And Infiltration, yeah, he's just confident. He's just going to wait the anti-air standing heavy.
On the way out, yeah. The orb is out.
Between him and Chun-Li, this is a bad place to be. You don't want to deal with Menat when she has that orb. Oh, drop.
A little bit of a drop, too, yeah. Not a lot of damage, but a bad look.
Oh, another great jump in. Didn't get the combo. He wasn't at the right range, but he'll have a punish.
Second drop.
Oh, he wanted to reset after, and Humanbomb.
Ready for it. V-triggered, see if he would get up quickly.
Yeah, looking for maybe a guard break. Infiltration, ready for it, activates. He's going to get mixed up here. The spinning bird.
He just wanted out of the corner. Yeah, but he eats the spinning bird for his trouble. Wow. Wow.
And the drill was so high on the body that Humanbomb thought to himself, I should definitely hit a button. And then boom, the orb tags him, makes him advantage, and Infiltration.
Every fighting game player is so ready for finding those dive kicks that are hitting way too high. And just like, now is my time, but not when those orbs are out.
Yeah, punish for something that, is only a good player would do.
Yes.
Infiltration still controlling this space. Yep, he's going to be able to take the knockdown, and he's got even more screen positioning than he started the round with.
And that orb just so dominant.
And constantly playing around it, whether she has it in her hands or not. I like the slide under, though, the high orb, the heavy punch one.
But again, there's a little bit of a guessing element here, and just what I'm missing here from Humanbomb, just a consistent game plan. What is the answer?
Yeah, he really hasn't found one yet. And Infiltration getting close to V-trigger, it's bad news too, because he's getting close to CA as well, and that combination is tough to stop. Yep, trigger available now.
Beautiful dance back from Infiltration there, just to wait out that fireball and get his orb in position. He looks so comfortable.
Yeah,
playing right out of his book.
Oh, a little too far for the combo.
Wow.
And the tick throw. Yeah,
I wasn't certainly expecting that, and clearly Humanbomb maybe not either.
Here and pokes and stuff like that. Then suddenly when she loses the orb, you got to think about the fact that it's behind you, and then come up with something there.
And he finally found the jump in, but not able to convert on the combo. That's at least 3 drops we've seen from him this set so far.
Yeah, he gets a big jump in now. The orb is behind him though, so the recall going to be an option.
Wow.
Yeah, side switch from Infiltration as well. That's the oldest trick in the book. Yeah.
The pressure and Infiltration bullying his way back out.
Yeah, hits in the front with that. He has a reset available. He goes for the overhead.
Good block from Humanbomb, but he's now not just even, but down.
Oh, the orb release. Even when he got anti-aired, it was still a threat.
And he's almost dizzy, and that is it one way or the other. This is just looking, as we talked about before, Infiltration might be my man against the field just for this character, the way he plays, the way he puts in homework.
It's like Humanbomb is playing checkers and Infiltration's playing mahjong. Like, he's just prepared for everything.
You're on your own with that one. I don't know how to evaluate that, but I do know how to evaluate trouble, and that is what Humanbomb is. Again, Infiltration all over it. Gets caught there. Here's a chance.
He wake up three-framer. Yeah, he was too prepared. The low orb, the explosion after. He's ready. The jump back jab. Yep. Every angle is covered. He's so prepared for every single option.
Look at that. That was right over the fireball. He knew the jump in was coming behind. The fireball was ready for it.
Yeah, reflecting those fireballs right in his face. Still gets the anti-air off the whip button. Like, what do you do at this point if you're a Humanbomb? There's no answer that he's had that's consistent.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's been there's been little here and there. He's found some hits, and that's been great. But yeah, just not anything approaching a consistent game plan that's going to be necessary to penetrate this wall.
Raw activation and the overhead for Infiltration. Didn't even matter if it was hit or block. But an interesting matchup for sure. I mean, the wall. Oh, wow. He tried an early counter. And the one thing you have to watch out for as Tokido is how early you get bullied on the ground here. He's got to try to maintain this positioning, which he has not been able to do.
Not at all. I do feel like Tokido's sort of trying to get the measure of how StormKubo is going to approach this. Pretty solid so far. It's a good mix of safe jabs and a little bit more aggressive flips. And there he gets it.
Yeah, a lot of damage, and he gets an excellent setup after.
That's the setup, and connects, and that's, talk about excellent damage. Look at this.
Yeah, you get scooped for your troubles, and that's what you eat. V-trigger available for Tokido. He is running V1. We've seen him run V2 a little bit. All right, takes the risk.
Nice follow-up.
And almost meaningless on Abigail, right? Not a lot of damage.
Yeah. Powers right through. Brilliant timing. Thought there'd be a risk he'd get to the other side, but he's so big. Collision box keeps him on the right side, gets the grab, closes it out. Round one.
Yeah, and he has one of the best options to like throw tech with EX run. It's so powerful. He gets him out of a lot of situations like that. So, you know, Akuma is incredibly powerful in Demon Flip, but same kind of thing we're seeing here. And man, he's so tall. You hit him up on the high at the top of the head there, and you're not advantaged.
It's the crush. Reach to the demon, connects the throw, but again, it's just even now. Opting going a little harder this round.
He got him
off the trigger activation.
Yeah, no meter available, but still huge damage. This actually might be enough.
Oh, humanity. With humanity. That's right, yeah. That's, I think, an unrecognized major motivation for playing fighting games.
Yeah, all grappler players are always like that, right? They always have that sort of mentality.
If I can make you sad, I've already won. Yeah, Akuma just looks sort of sad and ineffectual, like just physically on screen.
Yeah, next to this big boy. Oh, walked up and got the full punish.
And again, I like the approach here from Tokido trying to go in, but StormKubo making great decisions. Counters.
All right, risky uppercut from Tokido works out. Just takes the knockdown. The jump over, nice.
But that risky uppercut, I think, is a tough look for Tokido, who realizes he does not want to go down 2-0. But may just be on the verge of doing that. Oh, read it that time.
And still this jovial like laugh from StormKubo. Like, all right,
I'll get you next time.
Yeah.
I got 7,000 life. Don't worry about it. I'll be back.
Yeah, they should have put Monster Hunter. They should have put Abigail in Monster Hunter. He should have put him up against the Rathalos.
That would be more like Rathalos hunting Abigail.
Yeah, it would. I like Abigail, to be honest.
Okay, catches him with the demon flip option.
Oh, he's so close to Dizzy, but yeah.
He's just out. And now, will he have it? Should be it.
All right, but not quite dead. Tokido, even with...
Yeah, just look at that life. They all look like jabs.
And there it is. Hit confirms the low forward. A much more controlled kind of game from
here, but I'm not... He still looks troubled deep inside. Like, there's still concern.
You can... I don't blame him. I would be concerned fighting this character, too. The damage output, the threat at any moment.
Raw jump in. I like the way he was approaching it there, trying to switch it up with the fireballs. That's a pretty fake threat against... Oh, wow. Just gets it raw. Tried to make a last-minute decision, maybe? All the way in the corner. This is a tough look. StormKubo playing it a little conservative here because he knows he's got such a major advantage. Yeah, and he's getting close to stun. No interrupt on that flip. That's it.
And that is going to be that. Yeah, stun building a little bit of bar for himself as well. And StormKubo.
Max bar. Very clean. First round. Answering back. Yeah.
That jovial look on his face. He is just so happy to be here. I'd be happy playing that character too, I think.
Well, you can hear somewhere in the dark depths of Capcom, the Nerf hammer is like getting polished up right now.
That's going to be a big hammer. Couple of Abigails in this top 8. Walked up and got the EX uppercut. Tickles.
Wow, from there, after the crouching short. And again, oh.
He was a little too far.
Yep.
Yeah, Tokido, it's not like he reacted, right?
No, he was just sitting there.
Oh, this is so bad.
Activates.
Wait a minute, is he dead?
I think he might be dead. I think he might be dead.
I'm pretty
the crowd
sure
is going nuts.
The stun at the end.
Why? It's not right. It's not right for America. Paltry life.
On an unfinished combo.
That's right.
Yeah, and if you know if you're Tokido, like he did the right thing. He tried a combo that didn't work out, and he missed an uppercut.
Punitive. Armors through, and the setup. Wow, got him with the real hit.
And got him jumping again. Tokido, he's on the back foot here, not challenging a lot of these giant flips.
And StormKubo, the thing that scares me most, he's having fun.
Yeah,
he's switching up the options. He's just throwing stuff out.
Oh, he tried it.
Caught him.
Yeah, it was a whiff there. Command throw might kill. He's got to be so careful. Challenged again, V-trigger activation, and that should be that.
Wow. And just like that, it's going to be match point for StormKubo, who's having the time of his life. He realizes he's cracked the code on Abigail faster than everybody else, except perhaps Itabashi Zangief, who's also figured it out.
Yeah, and Tokido, he's trying to control himself here, but it's such a dangerous character to fight against. You have to make the right decision every time.
And I like it. He realizes he's going to have to go in hard, and finding a way to make that happen. Did not have the answer.
Charge up fierce, it's a trade. Tokido will take that.
But not on the ground, okay.
These big boy buttons are coming out.
Yeah.
Tokido cannot afford to be hit.
No! Wow.
That was so patient of Tokido.
Very close. Wins the air-to-air battle. And again, for how many right decisions Tokido has made in this match, you feel like he should have a bigger lead. But he doesn't, and he eats it!
Damage is not massive just yet. Buying some time on that trigger, and it's just about to run out. Activates.
Here it comes.
Didn't even try the uppercut juggle, and that actually should be the round.
Yep. Tokido putting one, and by one, I mean one round on the board. And this is, right, what a dominant player. We've watched this guy play this weekend, just looking so confident, so in control. Tokido has, and now looking a little lost against StormKubo, and again, catches a break there. Is this what he needs to turn it around? Does he feel the crack? Oh, he caught him.
Wow. Command throw in the corner. Bad news for Tokido. A couple of guesses could be the end of him here. Oh,
he went big, and this is going to be the stun.
He's got V-trigger available.
Is he going to chance?
Doesn't even use it just yet. Wow, cross-cut uppercut. Tokido's still alive.
There's the V-trigger.
He's got Demon available. Will probably not kill him at this. Oh, he faked it. He actually called out the jump from the Demon.
He got him this time. That's going to connect. Tokido still proving his status as the champion.
He's such a genius. He did the standing medium.
His body is frail. He's still down.
But becoming more comfortable, which I think is an important part about this match.
For sure. Definitely the tide is blowing in his direction. StormKubo going to have to actually just, saw it coming, walk right out of there.
Ooh. Yeah, this will be a little bit of damage for Tokido there. And a trade, he'll take it, crushed out of the air.
Sets it up, wow, and lands it.
Yeah, he's just willing to take the guard break. Oh, no, the crush, big damage.
Oh,
activates multiple hits.
He's going to be able to, break it.
And the meaty Demon Flip. Yeah, he's been hit by that a lot. The Demon Flip palm has caught him consistently. He might be jumping, trying to get out of the Demon Flip throw.
And the fact that that's connected as many times as it has is actually going to set up the other options even more powerfully as we're going into what might be Tokido turning this all the way around.
No call out on that giant flip. He just keeps letting it go.
Yeah, that giant flip has been oddly consistent for StormKubo, even in situations where it should. That maybe is what he's looking for, but hasn't found it until now.
Yeah, he tried it once earlier, jump back jab, escaping, didn't want to deal with whatever the pressure was, crushed.
Really didn't like that attempted command grab from StormKubo, looking a little bit too hungry there.
Baited the throw a little too late on that giant flipping through the EX red fireball. Oh, he activated him. Oh! He might be dead here.
That's enough. Tokido, the murder face, from the brink of...
You don't look like you're buying it.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a grind. It's possible, and it is true that I do think that if Zangief can corner you in this matchup, he can come back against Guile from basically full life.
Right, exactly. That's always the threat in a matchup like this. This is it's a grinder.
He's explosive in a way that Abigail might not be quite as explosive in the corner.
Yeah, Abigail's just explosive everywhere.
But the sort of humming and hawing was this. Yeah, in the most situations, Guile's fairly dominant over Zangief. So
yeah, about 90% of the round in most positions on screen, Guile's going to be comfortable. Oh,
the old dash up the X.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that'll catch Guile players off guard, right? These kind of scenarios where it gets a little bit more of a slugfest is what he's looking for, but Daigo is ready with the anti-air. He's evening up this life pretty quickly.
Yeah, and that's really what Itabashi or any Zangief wants to do, is go in there and create those kind of crazy situations, a little bit of uncomfortability. Daigo can get it settled down.
Yeah, that knee, a little bit more recovery in this version, so Daigo ready with the flash kick. The jump in, this time not a punish.
Almost there.
Takes the throw, and Daigo, yeah, again, still rocking this V-trigger too.
You know he wants the flash kick.
He tried it right there.
He did, yeah, that's why I got hit.
Does he go to it again, or does he wake up throw? Is always the question.
Oh, so tight. That was perfect. Perfectly timed.
Yeah, cool little trick off that EX SPD with the crouching medium kick and just snuck in that light punch one. Anti-air, yeah, he still gets to recover in time off that back fist attempt at the start of the round.
Itabashi showing us why he's one of the very best, but still some work to do.
Yeah, it's a tough match, right? You got to move your way in the entire time. Those down forward heavy kick anti-airs are so specific, but
I will say there's a joy to this kind of match as the guy playing against zoner like Guile wants to maintain that control when you're trying to thread the needle, find your way in. So satisfying when you get in and really potentially psychically damaging.
Yeah, when you sense their panic, right? That moment. Oh, he might have got him.
I think he got him. There it is.
Caught Daigo taking a sip. He's going to get pressure here. Still full V-trigger. Oh.
Whoa.
And what was once a
tiny
perfect
pause. Oh, dash up. Doesn't complete.
Takes the V reversal. Now Daigo's got space to work with, and he dashed right into an EX. Yeah, you watched him move all the way in through 150 sonic boom.
It's such a mighty struggle.
Yes.
It's like watching one of those nature films.
You're rooting for the gazelle?
That's, well, some of the time, right? Until you see those two lion cubs. Switches.
Oh. Yeah, brutal crush counter for Itabashi there. He can't afford to deal with that kind of stuff. In this matchup, like, booms are enough to deal with, right? When you start getting clipped by stuff like these crush counters, it's impossible.
And Daigo, smelling blood, bullying him the whole way through.
Yeah, it's the part of the documentary where I usually turn away. I turn on something else. I know how it goes after that.
David Attenborough's voice, take that to audio.
To jump forward, trying to make it out.
That was just so bold. And again, goes straight to the flash kick, throws him into the corner.
Yeah, the best part was that Itabashi was ready for wake-up jump forward.
He was. Wow, I gotta say, so I'm a little pleased at the level of disrespect with which Daigo is playing. Oh, out of range.
Ooh, doesn't check the dash forward. Yeah, this time he jumps back. Daigo wants space to work with. Crushed again.
Gets it, but not ready.
Oh, the flash kick. And he shot the boom afterwards. Oh, he actually caught the startup of the flash kick.
I believe that is correct.
Whoa, he almost got the jump back,
but quite in position, and the EX juggle is going to
cheering, knowing that maybe some of that money might come back to him someday.
Oh, range.
Yeah, I like the backdash from Daigo. A lot of times when there's a throw whiff, Itabashi will command throw you. It's a good choice.
Waiting for that trade with the boom. Trade, just wants the position, doesn't even want to try and
crushed again. He's got trigger available, but he chooses not to spend it. He
and
pulls
also
the stun.
Dizzy, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Itabashi respected the reversal flash kick. He's going to be able to seal it here with the V-trigger.
And yes.
EX flash kick to close it out. Match point for another potential 3-0 here. That's surprising to see.
He's barely scratched the surface here. Got some ways to go.
Oh, look for that sweep anti-air, even if he did make it over the boom. And Daigo, the most impressive thing to me is how consistent his pressure has worked, right? He's always had those throws in the opportune moments.
And Daigo, I really love that as soon as he sees the parry, he's immediately in there with the throw. He says, you're going to try and parry my pokes? Coming right at you.
Yeah, his decision-making on when to move in is so impressive. Like, throwing booms and flash kicking, one thing, right? But knowing when to move forward is really tough in a matchup like this.
And especially just such a flip of the script against Zangief. You expect them to be running away from you the whole time. He's willing to go right in there. The difference maker.
Ooh, looking for that down medium punch. He wants to activate. It's out for Daigo. He's got it.
Ground. It's the flash kick and the setup. Oh, nice challenge from Itabashi.
But he goes for the EX. Daigo very close to closing this out. V-skill boom is out. Itabashi's got one solid guess left until he's dead.
EX boom. No!
Oh!
So smart. Again, just penetrating the defense.
Buffed in terms of duration, but V-Trigger 2 is new, and I think a lot of people kind of like the utility and the combo potential it has.
I want to see, okay, nice opening there.
Yeah, crush counter the fireball. When you throw those fireballs in Street Fighter, it extends your hurt box, and so crush counter buttons like that are a really strong choice.
Cleanly answered.
And an early stun. Tokido already in control, looking really confident in this matchup. The red fireball, and he takes the heavy uppercut. A throw will kill now, and that's what it'll be.
Tokido playing it by the numbers, getting it done.
Yeah, everything is so thought out, right? It's all controlled and it's all calculated and measured. He tries to play perfect, which everybody wants to play well, but he really tries to play perfect.
And he believes that there is a way to play perfect. That's part of the promise of fighting games. Like, I'm not sure that Daigo would agree that there's a way to play perfectly.
Yeah.
Tokido believes there is, and they come from essentially different dojos in that regard, which is what makes it so exciting to watch. Gets clipped, he went for the punish.
You know he feels there's a way to play that more perfectly.
I'll go with him on that one.
Yeah, counter hit confirmed for Tokido. -2 now on that. Yeah, so a little check from Humanbomb. And the EX Fireball right out of range. Fireballs right out of Chun-Li's range are so important in a matchup like this as a Shoto player. You have to really understand that range, all right? Gonna take the EX leg. That's big damage off of a whip punish.
And I want to see what he can get done with this V-trigger that's not just the quick rise crush setups. It seems sort of like week 1 kind of stuff, which we're close to week 1, but those windows have closed. Yeah,
it turns some of her whip punishes into a little bit more damage than you normally expect. Stuff like back medium punch and standing heavy punch.
For sure. It doesn't create quite as much as I'd like to see. Oh, tries to go for a little shimmy, doesn't come from Tokido.
No red fireball cancel there either, surprising to see. Tokido just waiting on this V-Trigger 2.
Knows he doesn't have a lot to bet with here in terms of life anymore. Is just going to hold it down, plays safe, finds the opening he's looking for, and that is going to be game 1 for Echo Fox. Tokido.
Yeah, it was so clean. He just waited forever.
Life to take risks, didn't, found the opening.
Yeah, he's always so prepared for everything, and that's what's incredible about this guy is that almost nobody else is willing to put in the kind of time it takes to be that prepared.
That sequence was almost identical to the opening of round 1.
Yeah.
Tokido jumping in again, this time Humanbomb catching on, anti-airing him.
Building up a lot of damage with those red fireballs. Oh, Demon Flip throw. Such a strong option, right? The Demon Flip is so hard for many characters to deal with, especially when it's meaty.
That move is, does a lot of things. Even the normal version. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what Tokido has here. All right, activates. V-Trigger 2 available. There's a little whip punish. Yeah, extra damage tagged on at the end, and
yeah, but how many rounds is that going to win? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It feels nice, but
yeah, I agree. Some of the utility of V-Trigger 1 is just so useful, and the buff duration I think makes it probably the more powerful pick in a lot of matchups. But Humanbomb seems to disagree. Yeah, other side, excellent block on that EX Demon Flip. If that was EX legs, he would have killed.
Done it. Yeah, the EX Fireball. Oh. Runs into the poke. We talked about that earlier. You called it out, those fireballs from that range. That's what prevents Chun-Li from getting back into her optimal range. And you got to throw them out there. They're a risk. And to his credit, Humanbomb has crushed a few times with the standing roundhouse on those attempts from Tokido. But that time...
Oh, jump Tatsu out of the corner on Wake Up. Tokido runs for it. And yeah, retreating air EX Fireball is so good for catching people trying to catch you, right? They're running up, trying to find that stun, and Tokido just gets out of there. Activates already.
It's a funky timing. Oh, nice. Nicely cleanly anti-aired. Wow. Hangs in the air. The Demon Flip.
Yeah, just to float right over.
Pulled out of the air. He's running out of life here, though. And Humanbomb needs to make this happen, but not EX. And Tokido's still alive. This is not the guy you want to leave, because... Okay.
Yeah, really, he's 2 solid hits from winning this.
He's happy at this position. He knows, again, this looks a lot like where he was playing from behind before and found the opening. Oh, there's the fireball. Came at the wrong time. But those are the choices you have to make.
You're right.
And the same thing that goes about the round. Look, Humanbomb deserved to win that round and did.
Yeah, there's these moments here where I would like to see his like and more MOV style, like confirms off those low forwards, right? He's missing some opportunities where he could really just be capitalizing a little bit better.
And I think Humanbomb's got to find a way to sort of get a little bit more bloodthirsty here and keep the pressure on in a way that he's not been able to do consistently against Tokido.
Man, all those medium buttons adding up on the life bar there. So much gray damage.
Just blocks it, goes straight into the throw on the demon flip again.
Nice. That hit confirm is so important for Chun-Li. Counter hit back medium punch. Alright, takes the Tatsu.
Throw into the corner.
And the red fireball pressure again. Tokido has it. Yeah, big damage.
And nearly stunned.
Activation. And yeah, Tokido just retreats. He doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Then goes in with the surprise demon flip. Catches the throw. He finally took
the most dangerous throw.
The most dangerous throw. Badly done. Kung Fu movie. Redub.
Yeah, bad translation. I want him to see if he can stay in this pocket, because that's the tough spot where he can't throw the fireballs.
Tokido using that forward heavy punch still pretty liberally, even though it got nerfed in this version. Well, kind of buffed and nerfed.
Nerfed is, debatable, but certainly in some respects.
Yeah, better combo potential on it now. Side switch. This should be the round for Tokido here. Nice and easy. As most of this set has looked, he's working on a 3-0 here against Humanbomb.
And playing with just a lot of confidence.
That's one thing about Tokido that he's just had, it feels like, for the last 4 or 5 months, is extreme confidence in all of his decision-making.
Which was what was so remarkable about that match with StormKubo, where he seemed like he'd lost that for a minute, where he was able to center himself and come back and score the win. Nice Humanbomb. Corner position. I wanted to see another throw there. I feel like you have to really abuse that option.
Yeah, Tokido just seems so confident, willing to take it, right?
Yeah.
He was like, well, all right, I guess. That's how you feel.
Yeah, if they're willing to take it, you gotta dish it out.
Reversal bird, yeah.
I like it. Tricksy, but Tokido ready.
He has V-Trigger 2 available as well. Yep, reversal. He knew the distance on that. Had the EX legs queued up. Uppercut. Yeah, he was ready for that one. I'm surprised it came so late. Activates. V reversal.
Cross up.
And 2 bars for Tokido. This is huge.
Gonna take the throw. Doesn't come.
Red fireball.
Yeah,
a lot of gray damage adding up.
Lost the position.
Man, Tokido sitting on a CA confirm now. It's low forward fireball could kill. Oh,
there it was.
Yeah, it felt like he was trying to buffer it off of a normal, and the normal just never came out and didn't buy him the space he needed to make that safe.
But still, match point for Tokido. Humanbomb's gonna have to get it done again.
A multi-hitting fireball right there, and Tokido, yeah, moving in. A couple of bars already on those demon flips.
The punish on the slide. It was such an innocent attempt by Chun-Li, and still gets hit.
Yeah, side switch, one of Tokido's
trademarks.
Yeah, big strength of Akuma, right?
Pushing it back. Dancing over.
Yeah,
Okay,
amazing
nice sequence
spacing from Humanbomb again to crush, but
no follow.
The
No
jump in.
anti-air.
Yeah, that's so dangerous. You don't want to deal with those.
He's focused so much on the ground game, which has been effective with him so far. The activation behind the red fireball.
And nothing there. Yeah, didn't challenge after, even though there was no threat from EX spinning bird or anything. That can be hit confirmed. Tokido's looking for it. He's one low medium kick now, not so much.
Everyone's afraid to challenge that EX demon flip.
It's such a powerful move, and he walks right in for the throw. A clean 3-0 from Many people thought they were just going to launch a dinging off the side, and now that was going to be the neutral, but there's more to it than that.
He just opens with a raw jump in, and Daigo took it.
Yeah, no flash kick. What are you doing at the round if you're down backing with Guile? There's only one possible thing you're looking for, right?
Daigo's, maybe still coming online here for a minute. Oh, got him.
Yeah,
just
huge
like that.
damage off of that upside down kick.
And the stun.
And this corner pressure for Guile, still the same kind of pressure he's used to before. Flash kick. And he's just taking advantage of it. Daigo called out. And look at that. He's trying to bait the throw. MOV has an opportunity. Daigo looking for those little toe taps with the crouching line kick.
Yeah, and I really like the decision there from Daigo to just back right out. Didn't need to hit a button. Walk up. Slight pause. Low short. Round 1, Daigo.
And that's always the most impressive thing, like I was saying in the Itabashi match. The way Daigo deals with the times he chooses to go in, right? Jumps out of the corner on Wake Up, just not dealing with it. He's like, yeah, I'm going to escape this. I don't want to deal with any kind of pressure from this character, Chun-Li.
And I feel like the fact that MOV has opened with raw jump-ins 2 rounds in a row shows his hunger and shows his desire to not have to play the game he is currently playing now with Guile. We've seen Guile find, and Daigo in particular, find answers to the low-strong slide under the boom.
Oh, what a jump.
What a read.
Yeah, he was prepared for it. Walks up, tries to find the throw. All right, big combo chance now for MOV. Takes a little bit of damage.
Slight pause into the throw. Oh, it gets caught.
Yeah, caught it. And
the last hit.
The back throw for that little bit of meter.
That's right.
A little bit of meter there. And the question is, there's no way he jumps at 3 round starts in a row, right? Okay. And Daigo was maybe expecting it too.
You did make me hold my breath for a minute. I was like, can't possibly.
No possible way.
Unsafe crouching. Strong slide.
Yeah, try to get in there. It didn't happen. Daigo was prepared with the down medium punch flash kick as a punish. And this is bad news.
Yeah,
this kind of positioning as Chun-Li is so tough.
That's the range you don't want to be. And then Daigo's the one that's going to confirm into the CA. For game 1, looking pretty clean. And most troublingly to me, that's how the matches.
Going for those jumps all the time. I mean, if you eat a flash kick, you now have... Yeah, Daigo's waiting at the start of the round for the jump. If you eat those flash kicks, you're back so far away, and Daigo's just going to throw booms all day. Right here, this range is so
tough.
That's
really tough, yeah.
Like, you have to empty jump in, but, you know, at what cost? You're just eating chip the whole way.
Oh, gets hit on Wake Up. He needed to try and make something happen there.
Raw spinning bird, yeah, the only thing he was in range for. Daigo blocking it out.
He'll take it.
Just got to weather it. You just got to wait 2 of those back pierces in a row. They recover very quickly. He's got a flash kick, right?
Yeah. MOV smartly trying to back off to a range where maybe at least the flash part of the kick would miss.
Yeah.
First neutral jump we've seen in a while. Very difficult to jump those neutral jump those booms.
Oh, he got a combo off it too. Man.
Feels wrong.
Yeah, he activates and he's just under house arrest with those ankle bracelets, but it doesn't matter. He just sits there and he eats you up. Oh, I love it. Yeah, back heavy punch. Good choice there. Didn't get a crush though.
What? Dashing up?
Just the way Daigo plays, the way he closes out rounds is aggression a lot of the time. There it is. Shoots right through with the EX.
And that's just a losing position to be in. You got to guess. I'm not even sure that Daigo or that MOV has done more damage than Daigo jumping over fireballs.
Yeah,
I feel like Daigo might actually be even winning that part of the game.
It's crazy to think about, but he's had great... You know, he feels when MOV retreats off and wants to throw fireballs at a range like this, and he just has the forward jumps. Flash kick, yeah. Such a floaty jump. Counter hit again on Wake Up here. And respects it. You know that the threat of upside down kick is so big there that you don't want to hit too many buttons afterwards because of the flash kick, but Daigo just stays patient on defense.
Takes the throw.
Activates. It's going to be a combo. He's got CA. Oh, he's very close.
Going to go to the EX? No. Almost has CA. Holds his meter.
Yeah, that'll be checkmate. You got to be very careful. Even a badly thrown fireball can be CA'd on reaction by Daigo. For that back fist. Any big hit.
He's still sitting on the trigger, counting down so slowly.
Oh, wow. Bad news now, yeah. He's got 1 hit left. Any little tap from Guile. He's still got V-trigger.
There's just so many bad options from this position, too.
Oh, the bazooka knee just surprises MOV with it.
I was going to say.
He's like...
Finds a way to connect with the right move at the right time. Even if, wow.
It's the story of his life.
Missed boom there to open?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. He did the flash kick motion with Sonic Boom with a punch.
With a punch, yeah. That's our Daigo.
He just forgets what Sonic Boom is.
He's going to be the best old man.
Oh, tried that anti-air sweep that he loves to do, but didn't work out. Uh-oh. Respected the flash kick. Now Daigo has offense.
Throw shenanigans.
And this boom pressure is very dangerous in the corner, but MOV always hitting that crouching light kick. He's willing to challenge.
I love the decision there. He needed to make that decision.
Everybody just respects it. They're so afraid of that follow-up boom, and Daigo, he's willing to go for the crazy flash kicks, right? He's lived and died on that his entire life.
And they're just that much less crazy while he's in V-trigger.
Lands on it. It allows him to set up the V skill. And everybody's so afraid after that upside down kick of the reversal flash kick. Back throw.
Finds a way in. Hurts. Will Daigo steal it?
Oh! Oh no, CA for chip though.
Yeah.
CA for chip is such a bad. Daigo's just gonna wait it out. Oh, he counter hit combo. He was trying to figure it out. Like, how do I get in there and make this chip happen? And yeah, forward medium kick, such an important button for Guile, right? Counter hit abilities. Oh, this is huge.
Another raw jump in from MOV, this time punished in the biggest way possible. Finds the crush.
Yeah, on that bazooka knee, Daigo was looking for it. Ooh, whip punish. MOV in excellent position now, building up that stun. Crushed him, and that'll be stunned.
Two beautiful immediate whip punishes.
Oh, not quite in range for the combo he tried. This is V-trigger activation for Daigo here.
Doesn't spend.
He's still dangerous. That extra damage from V-trigger 2 means that a counter hit forward medium kick or something could kill.
That's going to be it!
Splash kick. Daigo Umahara with the 3-0. As it is, and it leads to a match that we're about to see on our screen. Probably a match that I don't think anybody could be more excited for. Echo Fox's Tokido versus Daigo Umahara. A match with more history than I've been alive to see. And there's a lot of lore here. I mean, these two have, done so much. They battled so many times in so many different games. And the interesting thing is that at the end of Daigo's most recent event that he organized a massive event for a bunch of different games, Kimono Michi. Tokido challenged him. He said, I would like to play Daigo in the next Kimono Michi. And it looks like we're getting an early peek here.
Yeah, and I feel like Daigo's playing with a little bit of salt in the shorts here. Finds the sweep.
I can say that I've never had salt in my shorts. I don't know where that phrase come from.
You'll find out here. He's playing like, I like it. There's a little bit of some. You can use salt. You can use starch.
Whatever it is, there's something in those shorts. Gusto
pushing him.
And look at how comfortable Daigo is in this matchup. This has always been one of those matchups where Akuma players, it feels like they have had the work to overcome, and Tokido's been very, very good about that.
The counter there.
Oh, what a jump again, and he links it into an EX flash
That
kick.
is not easy to do.
No.
Not just to maintain that, not just to pull the charge, but
to recognize the range
length
that you're at and be like, well, the best thing I could do is EX flash kick.
Just enough damage to get it done. And again, that's the second time we've seen that long range jump forward into the sweep.
Yeah, just excellent knowledge of his, character's spacing and his options.
That's what Street Fighter's all about.
Backing him up with those booms, and you can see Tokido, he's kind of worried about throwing fireballs at this range because Daigo's jumped so many times.
He's punished him consistently.
It means that Daigo can move in and kind of do what he wants to do, and that fear is so important. Well,
throws.
And look at this space is so important. Daigo walks all the way in behind it.
Classic tick. Nice break by Tokido. Oh, could have been a flash kick. Wasn't.
Tokido with the big lead now. Daigo got to make something happen. V-trigger 2 available. Jump over. He's got him.
This time. Yeah, no, it's too close to the fireball. Tokido not taking any chances, just backing off.
Daigo just working on this positioning, right? Trying to drag him closer to this corner.
Already with full CA. He's not really playing for the third round potentially here. He's got to get it done now.
Yeah, he might be able to. That's the thing. Activation. Got Tokido trying to jump out and twice in a row. Yeah. It's such a calculated choice, right?
Yeah. He knows there's just only so okay.
He's willing to spend a bar. Yeah, he only needs one more solid hit. And Tokido, he's got to stop running and now start fighting.
Oh, and another fireball there.
This is it. This is the chance.
Oh, he spent 2.
Daigo with a throw into there. 10 seconds left on the clock here. Speed dash forward. He was trying to read the backward movement, and Tokido stood his ground and fought. He recognized that he couldn't rely on the time.
Yeah, you don't want to have to deal with that kind of pressure. There was a relatively large amount of time on the clock.
Yeah, 8 seconds is all the world.
Oh, just silencing the boom.
Clash on the fireball again. This range very dangerous to throw fireballs. You got to be confident in your read every time you throw it.
For both characters, to be honest.
Yeah, Akuma, so many fast kind of horizontal moves that he can just get over with, right? MK Tatsu or even the EX Demon Flip. Walked all the way in for the big boot.
Looked like that might not have even been safe there.
Yeah, he had the jab punish on the other side. Daigo moving in now. More aggressive than he was earlier. Crush counter sweep to punish the Demon Flip.
That's that salt we were talking about before.
I'm starting to see it, I think.
Yeah.
Crush counter sweep is a unique thing to Daigo as an anti-air.
Oh, there he's got it. Goes for the sweep. Wow.
Back. Daigo, yeah, he's willing to challenge it. CA!
Oh!
He had the link on the other side. Is it in time? It's not. but a decent amount of chip either way, and he's safe. No flash kick either. Daigo didn't take the risk.
I thought maybe they'd get paid off with a boom.
Man, he hit so many buttons there. Dangerous, but the flash kick keeps him alive. Daigo Umehara with the lead now and time to run.
And the tables have turned here on Tokido.
Oh, you gotta respect the flash kick. Tokido was ready with the punish.
Oh,
dropped
drop.
it. 18 seconds on the clock.
EX versus the triple red fireball.
Challenges. Oh, 2 in a row, and Tokido thought.
As Tokido, maybe the perfect play.
Right, and that's the thing. You can never expect Daigo to do what you expect, which is what's so hard about fighting him. You never know exactly what the decision making is going to be because even he doesn't know. He just plays whatever feels right. You know, whatever salt he pulls out of his shorts, that's the button he's going to hit.
It's the power of the heart. Oh.
Tokido moving in. He's relying much more on the ground normals now than he was earlier.
Daigo not in position to punish the jump. Oh, there we go.
And a side switch on top of that. He's got corner positioning, the wake-up jab. He didn't believe in the meaty.
I like the decision there from Tokido. He didn't want to deal with that corner pressure.
Takes the meaty throw. He's getting close to stun here. Daigo fights out with a crouching light kick on wake-up.
Oh! Not quite.
Big call out. Tokido's close to stun here.
Still
Yeah.
living.
Wake-up button from Daigo Umehara, and that's going to seal the round. Tokido with the uppercut. I think it seems like Tokido's a little sick of him.
Yeah, and he switched tactics a little bit and just said, look, I'm going to try and bully with my natural character advantages here, not sit back and play this game that's gone closer to, punish opportunity.
Yeah, he was trying to react to a fireball maybe with the MK Tatsu.
And Tokido, for his part, has not been taking it lying down on the pressure. He's not letting Daigo put together much.
Yeah, takes the throw. Not the end of the world for Tokido. He's got V-Trigger 2 now.
No,
uppercut, yeah.
Absolutely in this. Clean uppercut.
Ooh, caught the backdash with the fireball. That allowed him to gain a lot of space and respect.
And the knockdown. Yeah.
Fights out of there with the EX boom. I like the choice,
Max
but Tokido...
punish. Again, he's not taking it.
Yeah, big damage. Wastes out the rest of his trigger there. Back throw. Big position for
Again.
Daigo.
3. No! Too far.
And the boom shot the wrong way. Oh,
That's
chip.
the chip out.
V-reversal available, but not going to matter. Yeah, it's going to persist no matter what you try. There's a few of the CAs in this game that you can't V-reversal very consistently with a lot of characters. Yuri in another example. Whoa, big back fierce. He's fighting with these normals up close. And Daigo, he has...
Yeah, no booms this round.
He's got like this recognition of what his opponent wants to do. Like the rhythm of his opponent. He's just so familiar. You can just kind of feel where the match is going. Wow. Yeah, all these buttons, right? He just opens up with like 3 or 4 kind of errant, strange buttons. Oh, wow.
It's whatever the opposite of a hit confirm is.
Yeah, block confirm.
Yeah. And it cost him quite a bit. The comfort he had earlier in this match, quickly gone. Very much still in it, but would love to be in that 2-0 position. We've seen how quickly Tokido can adjust.
Yeah, and he figured the jump would be there with the red fire. He actually made Tokido spin a bar there, so I think probably worth it for Daigo. Oh, anti-air.
Didn't have the charge.
That was incredible patience from Tokido, not the throw tech. He might have been dead. And he was ready. Yeah, not everybody.
Punish.
You know, a lot of people will study those shenanigans with Daigo.
Why? How?
Back throw. EX Boom is a threat right now. Tokido lands on it. The measure.
Landing on a fireball, but from like across screen. Guile
No
wasn't
threat,
anywhere
yeah.
close. No threat. All you had to do was neutral jump the fireball. Tokido can hurricane kick in the air. Lots of things he can do to hang. Probably the character with the best hang time in the outside of Ibuki. And just lands on it. Wow, that's a tough one.
Puts Daigo up 2-0 here. Wow. Misses opportunity at an uppercut.
He's been so consistent. Every time Tokido jumps in from that range, he has the cross up ready.
Oh,
and again,
right into the flash kick. Yeah, we recognize that's one thing that Daigo's so good about. Dizzy. Yep. Builds a little bit of bar for himself. Down jab flash kick. Daigo Umehara on match point over the EVO champion.
And he's flowing. Daigo's flowing right now. And you see the head tilt comes a little bit deeper. It's a sign for the beast. He smells it. But Tokido.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time Daigo was just playing this well, right?
Yeah.
Like he had a top 8 finish at Capcom Cup, but he wasn't playing like this.
It's been, I think, a challenge for him to play the game the way he wants to play it. And not every game can be played the way every player wants to play it.
Exactly.
But it seems like he's really found his groove here.
He's one of the few people who really just tries to bend the will of the game to how he likes to play. He doesn't just accept defeat. Oh, the jump again. He's had, I don't even know how many perfect jumps over fireballs from Tokido so far.
Tokido answering with the EX wake up into the V-trigger. Bring him even.
Daigo just waiting it out. Yeah, these red fireballs, he's got to deal with them. Activates on block.
Block sequence just to get back to neutral. Feels confident that he can get it done here. Doesn't overcommit there. Recognizing Tokido's position.
Oh, no hit confirmed from Tokido. And look at him just walking him down these little micro steps. Every little pixel matters just like that. He makes it over.
Just the hit pause enough to hold him in the air just long enough to let the fireball sail underneath.
Demon flip
challenges it, but a good trade for Tokido, and that might be it.
And he was reaching for his water before that animation was even over.
No, he's looking forward.
Daigo trying to retain this momentum. Losing this, I think, would be pretty tough to kind of pull this set back from Tokido. Once he's in the zone, he's tough to beat.
That's right. Tokido's so good at pulling things back and then turning that slowly, the momentum in his favor. Daigo wants to keep that door closed.
Look at this, Daigo running all the way in, back to mid-screen now off that EX boom. One EX bar, and he gained himself 3/4 of a screen, basically.
Again, finding that jump in so consistently, not letting Tokido run away with the fireball war. And his answers, even to the red fireballs, have been different every time. Sometimes he'll block it, sometimes he'll jump it. Throws the boom.
It's so hard to, read what he's going to do.
That's right. Tokido pushing forward now, closer to the normal range he wants to be at. No fireballs. He wants to solve it this other way.
He's been using a lot more grounded normals in the last couple of matches here.
There it is again.
Upper, yeah, back fierce, actually. And the V reversal. Even though it's negative, he just wants the guaranteed knockdown, catches the backdash. Look at the space he got back.
Oh, pops him right in the mouth, but does confirm. Very nice sequence.
Yeah, spinning some of that V-trigger. Uh-oh, Daigo close to stun now. He's got to worry about it. Can't cancel into that low 40. Easily got it. Doesn't go over the second one. The distance is a little weird. He didn't like the way it looked.
He wants the super, and now the chip out threat.
Chip out is such a big deal. Tokido with the jump. Not the combo. That was the opportunity he needed.
The new generation, John Takeuchi, sort of the middle generation with Infiltration. Getting that orb out on screen right away, answering the approach of John. Uh-oh.
And that explosion. A new move that she has in Season 2. It's incredibly powerful.
So good. Wow. And John's just been hit by every single orb. Nice block on the overhead, but
it was spaced out so beautifully that when he tried to punish after, it didn't matter the throw bait, Infiltration, and then he resets anyway. He's looking incredible.
Oh, this is... It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it very reminiscent of a year and a half ago in EVO 2016 when no one could put their hands on Infiltration, and every little trick and situation he was put in was so well thought out. He's been there a million times, and he's just doing things that nobody else would think of.
His mass is all over the place.
Yeah, skating around the screen. But Rashid doing kind of the same. He's incredibly mobile, very high, stun going to be a factor, high damage, lots of pressure, and right back at Infiltration here.
A more traditional kind of round for Rashid, winning in, so showing at least that when he can find the opening, he's able to make the most of it.
Yeah, something that Chun-Li was struggling against Infiltration right from Humanbomb. Even when he got in, the damage and mix-ups weren't like a character like Rashid, who corners you at 94 seconds with, barely a scratch.
Yeah, that wasn't Humanbomb. That was the character ability, especially in the corner. Wow, what an answer!
Damage after this is okay, but he really needs to fight away from this pressure, right? That's one thing that he's struggling with here. And look at that, Rashid escapes. Now it's going to be a big problem, separated from the orb.
Love that decision there, just going straight for the throw, not even mess around on the ground. Found the opening, getting it done. The orb, he's just stuck there.
Yeah, brings it back safely. Activation, this could be big. He might actually choose the reset here. Yeah, goes for the cross-up on the other side.
Great block.
One orb remaining.
Keep one in the chamber.
Yeah, he might be able to use it on Wake Up here. Yeah, he tried to shoot it out to defend himself with a throw. Oh, got him.
And John Takeuchi with the critical art.
First round goes to him. That's the strength of that standing heavy kick V-trigger 2. If you're using V-trigger 1, you just shoot the big tornado. You can get a juggle after it. Yeah.
On that.
So now we see game 2 here, rolling in, trying to get past that orb early. And the thing about Menat is you either wait for the orb and then play after, or you beat her to the punch. Don't allow her to get that orb out.
Once it's there, right. Look how much it shuts down, right? There we go.
Yeah, it makes her combo potential much higher because without it, her punishes are not too bad. But this is where you want to be. Separate her from the orb and then take advantage. Yeah, exactly. Weak defensive options as well. So you really are just kind of forcing her to be stuck here. V reversal away.
Long range on the V reversal. I do really think that the point about the Chun-Li matchup that we saw before is the difference between Rashid. Rashid really has the corner damage potential.
Just like that. I mean, he escapes, but at the cost of his orb, instant overhead of threat. This time, it looked like he was maybe baiting V reversal.
Yeah, and John weathered the storm very cleanly there.
Jumps over. He doesn't have the orb in his hand. Surprise! It's actually behind him, which is kind of not where you want to be.
No.
Yeah, now he has to resummon it.
But he's got it. And back on the screen, coming right back.
Yes, whiffing those heavy punches. And look at John just kind of wait it out. He's either waiting for the orb to finish or moving in at an opportunity where he doesn't have it out already.
And again, smart decisions because he knows he has the life lead. It's not a big one, but it's enough.
Yeah, one hit here and John could have a CA. It's very, very dangerous for Infiltration.
Oh, he got it!
Yeah, and that extra move speed on the CA that he received really helped him out here. One of the changes that he got.
Yeah, Infiltration, I feel like he's been making some good decisions overall, but he's just not really biting after that first round. He's playing smart, willing to find his rushes when he gets them. Otherwise, just hang back.
Yeah, very patient for such a young player too, right? He just sort of sits in the pocket and waits.
Oh, trying to punish the V reversal. And Infiltration has also gone to a few sort of wild dive kicks just to get out of the corner, and they have not gotten punished by John Takeuchi, but he's still being able to close out the rounds.
Look at John just wait. Yeah, he recognized finally, look, I've been waiting here long enough. Infiltration will get a little antsy, as he is prone to do, right? He likes to move, he likes to hit buttons.
That is absolutely correct.
Look at him just wait.
Yeah, just bob up and down. I'm not going to commit. Why am I going to get popped by that thing? Now Menat closing in on super. Nope.
And again, that rolling V skill, not even that risky to do. Her punishes on it are fairly weak, especially without V trigger.
Yeah, if the orb's not in position on the screen, there's...
Wow, what a
chase
snipe.
down.
Yeah, he knew he was going to try to jump it, but there's the wake up 3-frame right into V trigger 2. Not the combo he was looking for.
Mixing up this time, going for the throw. Wow, I like the air to air.
Pulls the orb back in. John Takeuchi
switching gears a little bit here, willing to challenge the orb now a little bit more. I like this.
Yeah, the explosion, and John just waiting it out, getting close to full CA. Oh, the jump at Infiltration.
It. Yes!
As we mentioned, he will get antsy at the beginning. When he got in, he capitalized on the offense, and if Infiltration ever slipped away, as he does, since he is so talented at it, you know, you just kind of wait and take the next opportunity.
Juri is a character who needs to build up a little bit of space, but starting on that fireball is maybe the opportunity that he needs.
Yeah, and the fireball a little bit better in this version, travels slightly further, so.
I love the decision there from Infiltration to jump back. Even though he's cornering himself, it wasn't big cost, and he just stays away from that counter poke potential.
Yeah, you see Infiltration, he buffered for 5 seconds and then forward jump, right? There's usually something like that from him. He likes to move forward.
And again, I really like the way John Takeuchi is cashing in those throws. He knows that that's what's being offered, so he's going to take it every time.
Back throw, and now this is what Infiltration wants, right? Space the move activates off the pinwheel. Overhead, well, it's popped. And rolls back to the corner now. John just needs one big hit. The wake-up low light kick. And the Eagle
right over it.
He was ready for it. John Takeuchi, one hit. Throws it.
Full screen, gets hit.
Oh, he took the wrist.
Infiltration says, I'm not going out like that, youngin'.
One of the big things he was willing to do in the LCQ was take these EX uppercut reversal wrists. And Infiltration was usually right about him, so one thing he has to consider now fighting against Juri instead of Menat.
Nice sequence. He has set up roughly the perimeter that he wants, although, as Rashid is likely to do, has found himself in the corner very quickly. Nice answer from Infiltration. Yeah,
and he takes the time to charge that V skill, which will allow him to side switch if he finds a hit.
Just waking up on those buttons.
Oh, what a block. No. Yeah, big damage here for John Takeuchi. A lot of stun as well.
Oh, he went for it again. Paid off for him in the last round, but he finds the stun.
A new V trigger, the strength. Oh, a little too far from the combo he tried, actually.
A little drop, but it probably wouldn't have killed regardless.
Lots of pressure.
So look at the gray light building up. One jab. Wow.
Throw
nice
tech from Infiltration. Yeah, finally, he blocked for so long.
Wants to get his perimeter set up again here. Ooh, nice counter poke.
Trying to make something happen with his V trigger. Takeuchi just needs a little tap here.
He's so active, though. So impressive. So opposite of what we saw Tokido do in similar situations. Finds the loop. Now the pressure's on John.
Chip is a big problem here. He activates no V reversal. The Eagle spike in. Yeah, not much you can do there. It's happened to everybody. Everybody has been in that kind of a position. So the Juri switch working out for Infiltration here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking a little bit more confident, and I think the ability to fight on defense a little bit better.
But again, like I wouldn't call that game at all a dominant round, right?
No.
And look, here we have Rashid, a classic round.
That enhanced wind shot that set him up. Oh, missed the combo. Yeah, he shoots the whirlwind, and when he rolls through it, he gains that momentum. He gets extra combo potential there. So
lands on the fireball that time with the Eagle Spike. Challenges, but gets hit. And Infiltration coming on hard here.
Yeah, using that flip and activation well.
Nice B reversal from Takeuchi. Dash forward, escape the pressure, and retain the mid screen.
Oh, too far.
Oh, no confirm.
Takeuchi close to building that V trigger. He V reversaled earlier, so it's why he didn't have the gauge.
Two such mobile characters.
Yeah, Takeuchi, I like the backdash. Just get out of there. Punish.
Oh, that's the punish. Yeah, that was a big bet from Infiltration. Not really sure what prompted that.
Yeah, I mean, with Juri, he likes to do that. It's something that I've definitely seen from him before. He's just betting on your kind of impatience catching up with you, right?
Yeah, but I feel like against Takeuchi, that's a really suspect bet.
For sure. Surprising to see such patience from such a young player, right? But
that's it. That's the hallmark of him to me. And what helped distinguish him immediately.
All right, confirms he's willing to spend bar very early.
After a healthy lead, but Takeuchi's not going to be put down. Wakes up the buttons.
Activates it, yeah, again. Just that B reversal. Infiltration finally using it. He likes to stay for that trigger quite often, but with the lead here, it seems like he's comfortable without it.
Such range.
Yeah, it just goes on and on, and Infiltration, he couldn't avoid it forever, so he just stood his ground.
Finds the cross-up, maintains pressure, gets chased down, answers back.
Not dead quite yet, but John, he's getting a little hurried at the end of this round. Okay.
Finds the opening he might need.
Oh,
there it was again.
He has full resources. He spent the CA. We'll see what the damage is going to look like.
He must have done the calculation. He thinks he's going to do it.
Not quite.
No.
He needs one more mix-up. Infiltration. He flips off the wall.
What's
overhead block and punished.
How? John Takeuchi, hand in the air.
Round one.
Infiltration wants to find his way back to John. This is going to be a tough fight. They're not playing very much Guile's own game.
Yeah, it's such a weird fight for both of these characters. I think like both of them have
It is
such
bizarre.
Yeah,
it's with the reflect as well. Yeah,
exactly. It's such a strange game plan that both characters sort of adopt. It's like a little unusual from what they usually do. You see how forward Infiltration is moving a lot of the time, right? A little, he had a little issue there when he did the jump heavy punch. He shoots the orb, and he tried to do crouching medium punch after, but it was still missing. It hadn't come back yet. Something to consider for Infiltration.
Find KD here.
No,
too far.
Yeah, all kinds of
Missed
offense.
the flash kick.
He can't establish the boom game he wants. Nice confirm from Infiltration. Recognize he didn't need to go for any kind of reset there. He's going to be able to close it out without the bar.
Fancy town and a hat brim flip. Yes.
Grabbed it a little bit there.
Milady.
He's got a nice head of hair under there, actually. Should be showing it off. Yeah, that explosion again. Such a funky matchup, as we mentioned. The clash between their projectiles. Takes the sweep.
Wow.
Yeah. Only get that off of like a super close back.
Yeah, that is a lot of awareness. Oh, didn't get punished.
Explosion again, yeah, and then he gets the V reversal. He actually destroyed the seal that Guile created, and then there was the explosion afterwards.
Oh, wow. Nice fishing him out of the air. Nice counterplay from Infiltration.
Gotta look for the pullback on that. Oh, V reversal. Daigo going the wrong way.
Wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, gotta be careful about hitting buttons against V-Trigger Guile. If he finds a hit, the damage is huge.
I like Daigo looks sort of annoyed by this.
Yeah, this is definitely not what he wants to deal with.
No.
You know to Daigo, it's too early in the morning for this. Like 6 p.m., he can't handle this. EX Boom catches the drill. Big jump in, but the reflected fireball, yeah.
Okay. Daigo showing his annoyance here. It may end up costing him the round.
Missed the combo that he was looking for at V reversal. I like the choice, but
still has an orb out too.
And there it is. He shoots the rest of it. Infiltration. He's on full CA.
Crazy. Great break.
You know he's looking for that CA reaction on one of the Boom's jumps.
Daigo burning the last of his meter.
Ooh, the orb. Oh, block.
Oh, great blocks.
You gotta look for the pullback, yeah.
Yeah.
Wants that orb back in his hands. Reflect.
Daigo
Oh, he missed. That was, wow. For sure
That was
a CA attempt.
That's right.
He just wanted to get the chip. He didn't care what would happen at that moment, right? Just a missed input from Infiltration, and it's going to end up costing him.
And when you see Infiltration smile like that, that's because he knows he had one in the bag and he dropped it. It's coming out now.
There it is. Yeah, grabs both hands on the hat.
Still in the mind. Wait, again?
Yeah, twice he did it.
Double full hat grab.
We haven't seen that since EVO Japan 2005. Yeah, it's been a while. Again, when that orb is above your head, you just gotta respect it the whole time, right? It's such a threat the entire way you're moving in, even with that boom in front of him, right?
Yeah, I almost feel bad for Daigo trying to follow in the boom, like, oh, I've got a threat to, like, come on.
Yeah, well, your threat means nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this orb. Oh,
clean.
Yeah, big call out on the anti-air. He was ready for it.
And Daigo just seems hungry for a hit here.
He really just wants to get in and hit her.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how. He's just trying to find a way, and it doesn't seem like he has quite like a game plan. It's just get in.
No, and like the same frustration we saw Takeuchi not falling victim to seems to have very much affected Daigo here.
Yeah, he is not the type who is going to sit and wait forever. The Euro slot again, and the reflect. Daigo just running into everything here, activates it, and jumping like kick.
So good. But in high fashion.
Yeah, you got to go out with a bang here. I'm sure the crowd would love to see Daigo back on Ryu. I mean, to be honest, they'd be happy watching him do anything. Yeah, he's got to. Look, he just has to sit there and deal with the orb, and Daigo doesn't want to deal with it.
No, and his anti-airs have been defeated consistently by the jump ins. So there's really no part of his game plan that's been popping so far.
Yeah.
Even when he gets the big, the powered up boom and he's chasing behind it, Infiltration really hasn't taken anything from that.
Wake up 3-frame, gets the orb recall as well off the V skill. Bad news.
Yeah, Menat with a 3-frame normal
seems like
hard to answer. Yeah.
Good wake up 3-frame check. Tough for a character like Guile to always deal with. A lot of his medias he has to like kind of manually time against the 3-frame character, so you sort of got to play it by feel, which you know Daigo wants to do, but not all the time.
No, and especially not payoff is what it is. Orb on the screen.
Daigo finally working his way in, gets tagged far away. Not a combo because of the distance in the front.
Yeah.
And that drill, you can combo off it with the orb release. Is there a reset here from Infiltration, or is this the whole loop? Reset, yeah, he goes low. And the orbs are coming down. Daigo challenged anyway. Still close to stun finally.
Wow. Daigo holds his ground. Oh, just jumping in. Is there any part of the game that he can be winning at right now?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, yeah, like you mentioned, much in the way that Takeuchi was ready for everything, Daigo seems unprepared for it all.
Yeah, and mostly it's just the psychological cost he's been paying. Like, he's making a lot of semi-wild style decisions, which, you know, God bless him, but from this range, like, it's just not... Oh, wow.
No, Daigo.
So good.
Thought it was his opportunity to get in there. Infiltration, he's incredible. Like, he's seen him play over the years.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, he's not even in position to do anything crazy, right? Like, even if he wanted to be going for wild flash kicks, he's not even playing from the part of the screen.
Yeah, Infiltration won't allow it.
No.
He refuses to accept it.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
Can you imagine someone telling Daigo that, hey, you can't flash kick? He's like, who are you?
He just had to play from over here.
Oh, the 3-framer off the drill. What spacing from Infiltration. And then he wanted the reset after Daigo fights out with the jab.
Wow. That's the bully.
Reflect available. Infiltration pulls the orb back.
Daigo trying to win this with raw force of will.
Look at the spacing on the drill. Right on the toes. He aimed for the ankle bracelets. Empty low. Good block. Infiltration's defense. Very, very impressive. It's like he's the total package. Oh, is that going to reach?
No. From there? No way. Why? No.
Infiltration with the reaction on the CA, and it's enough to kill.
That is the sound of Daigo's heart breaking right there.
If you zoom in, you can see his face.
the moment.
It's just pure confusion. There's not an angle that's not covered. There's not a box that's not checked. Infiltration is always prepared, and when he's at his absolute best, every 4 years, that's what you expect to see.
When the planets align.
During the winter solstice. Jump over again. Man, Infiltration. He's got corner to work with too. The orb behind Daigo. He went for the overhead. It's interrupted.
And the question that we may be facing as we start thinking about the next match, what was the difference here? We succumbed in a way that John Takeuchi didn't.
Yeah, it's just the irritation. Daigo, there's more of his life has passed than John. He doesn't have time to wait around in the same kind of way.
It's got to happen now. He's going to win another EVO.
And it won't get any easier, that's for sure.
Even the EX boom.
Oh, baits the throw, and he gets the activation.
Dash is back, and this combo
he tried it again. He's trying to bully Daigo.
He's not trying to bully Daigo, he's bullying Daigo.
Oh, and the jump in, Daigo with no anti-airs. Yeah, it feels like he's unprepared for the drills and the jumps.
He's just stuck holding that. The EX booms seem thirsty in a way that's just not paying off.
Yeah, very rare that that's not an effective tool for Guile. What an anti-air and full CA on deck for Infiltration again. The threat of boom. Yeah, you can't throw a sonic boom. Yeah, you can't throw a sonic boom. You can't jump.
Well, you learned that last round.
Activates. Infiltration ready with it. Oh, he woke up with it. And there was actually, as soon as the wake up happened, there was a nod on Daigo's head. He was like, that's exactly what he was looking for.
There's justice in this world.
Well, we'll see about that. Oh,
yes, no, I was like, no. This round will go down to the side of truth and justice. Like, wake up super, please.
Oh, you don't believe in it? Daigo didn't either. There was, as soon as it happened, Daigo nodded. Like, yup, that's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, you see him leaning forward. It's the hunger.
Yeah, that's kind of the cheekiness that you expect from Infiltration.
Yeah, right? He has a certain sly style.
Yeah, there's no shame in that.
He wants to do what's going to annoy you most. He's very happy in that position. Who wouldn't be? That same sort of dark art of just making your opponent sad, even if you're not winning.
Yeah, much like the grappler players, right? The keep away characters very similar in this. Daigo against the ropes, whip punish activate.
He's got a lot of life to make up here, and again, he's afraid to challenge out of the air because he's lost. Most of the men not normal, just unjumped.
Just doesn't have the anti-air timing or flash kick stored anytime.
Yeah, without the flash kick. Yeah, that reflects so good against him. Oh.
He's hoping for something here, but Infiltration in complete control over Daigo. And he got the counter hit, not even the full combo. Daigo in the middle of... Can't believe it's here. It's such a strange place to be. Japan, the final. Infiltration versus John Takeuchi. One that I don't think many people would have predicted.
No, absolutely not. And in the best possible way. And Juri versus Rashid. Rashid, sure.
Yeah, Juri's such a funky character in this version of the game. She got a little better for sure, but not probably to the levels of a character like Rashid.
Infiltration snuffing out the approach there.
Backing up. You see the runaway game from Infiltration, but for what, right? Like, at what cost? And well, what is it gaining you sometimes?
Well, and I mean, part of what it... Okay. Oh, no. Yes. Wow, what an answer. Eagle spike. And the chain combo out of the V-trigger, claiming round one. I thought usually what he would get with that backup would be sort of a little psychic pace switch and try and throw you off your game, but John just read it as an opportunity to just roll right in.
Yeah, and this is the character that Infiltration sort of goes to often when he has to fight Rashid. He did the same thing in Season 2, so not surprised to see him a little comfortable in this matchup. And John, yeah, look at the control in the corner. He's just waiting at this range. Now it's his turn.
And as a character, as a counter character, it's certainly way less bad, but it's not a strong matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not like it's great. It's just not as bad.
Yeah.
Not worse.
Not worse. That's a great way to be.
Wow. Block.
I love the idea, but blocked.
And wake up buttons again. Infiltration's willing to do it.
Wants to hold that pressure. It's the biggest lead he's been off to in quite a while. Wow.
Yeah, spending a lot of this trigger. He's out now, blocked on the overhead again.
Yeah, that has not worked out for him.
Infiltration, wake up button. He's willing to do it. The juggle!
Oh, and that's going to connect.
Takeuchi was ready for those young man reactions.
That's
he can hit two buttons.
Exactly so. And we've seen those young man reactions and perhaps all those overhead blocks as well.
Yeah, it feels very rare that he gets kind of tricked into bad defense and reactable scenarios, right? Kind of offense that he can't see. You know, everybody.
Yeah, you make him guess. Right. And then everyone looks the same.
Everybody's mortal at that point, but when it comes to the reactions, he's still just a boy. Corner carry on the medium mixer. Takeuchi's in such a great position here, just waiting outside of Juri's effective range, not letting her store fireballs easily.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent about finding a way to snipe out the fireball charge.
Runs up, sweep, activate. Yeah, very safe. Rolling forward, looking for offense here.
New Infiltration wanted the space.
Ooh, didn't cancel in a CA. That's a big opportunity for Infiltration. He was getting close in meter. Snipe down.
Still his opportunity. Can he take this game one, or is Takeuchi going to come back?
And you got to be careful about those whirlwind block strings now that Infiltration has CA on deck. He just ate the jump in.
He ate it raw.
CA that was his round. He had all kinds of meter to work with. He was looking fine. But man, early dash in from Infiltration, plus frames on that crouching medium punch, and John's in.
And it was something I feel he really needed to establish this character, especially if he's going to come back from the 2-set deficit.
Yeah, that first game was crucial, right? It looked like he was going to close it out easily, and then Takeuchi had to come back. Wow, what a stun.
He needed to tell himself, well, he's off to a great start here in round 1 of game 2. But it's not just putting together these rounds. It's the consistency that's been missing.
Ooh, the rolling, he's in there already. Infiltration hasn't busted on an uppercut yet. He's been going to them pretty often.
Takes the courtesy throw. Oh, nice air to air.
Takeuchi doesn't block the empty low, and he's in trouble here. Out of trigger, he's got to make this happen without it.
And Infiltration doesn't want to commit, just jumps right out of the corner. Takeuchi has to allow it, can't afford a trade.
He's just walking all the way in. He has to respect that fireball. Got him with the mixer.
And now has the space that he wants.
Really, he's fishing for a crush counter here. It doesn't anti-air again. He didn't want to try the heavy mixer. Didn't want to risk a trade to die, so Infiltration gets out.
And he knew it. I think Infiltration knew that as well, and knew he could just jump right back out.
Well, the buffer him and spends it earlier. This allows him to get a store here, which he'll happily take a couple of them. Buffering that standing medium kick.
The screen distance as well. Great trade. But again, John not looking rattled. Holding his ground. Finds the mixer opening.
The crush counter. We'll see the setup again, the dive kick.
Good blocks.
There it is, a challenge on the roll. Takeuchi thought it was going to be something else. And the V reversal, the pace that Infiltration's playing is so much better for him.
Yeah, he's turning down in a lot of ways.
Yeah, which he recognized that Takeuchi is waiting, so maybe Infiltration should do some of the same.
And that's the best. That's really Street Fighter at its highest, sort of playing to each other's level, back and forth, matching each other's pace.
Early V reversal again, I like it a lot. Just creating distance for himself. Takeuchi's got to work his way in.
See if he can get him to bite. And he waited just that extra second before he went for the uppercut and answered again.
Yeah, that wake up button from Infiltration has worked so many times because Takeuchi is kind of gotta, I feel like, pick up the pace a little bit, right? So if Infiltration is going to wait for him, then maybe he should force some of this offense a little more.
We'll see, it's a little bit tricky to do that against Juri in a lot of ways, especially when as frisky as Infiltration has proven in the earlier round.
But yeah, he's so tough to predict in all ways, his movement too.
I think this game will be illustrative in a lot of ways because we saw round 1 go to Takeuchi or game 1 with the same sort of style. Infiltration matched in game 2, but we'll see if was that just sort of a fluke or has he learned something?
Oh, Eagle Spike right out of there. What I like from Takeuchi too is more raw mixer in the neutral. Infiltration's a movie guy, and if you do that raw mixer from kind of far away, it can catch him off guard.
That's right, and by more you mean barely more, and in very specific situations.
Exactly, yeah. Like maybe 1 or 2 more in a couple of games.
Yeah. Up from none. Well, mixer is a hard thing to go to when you have as many fast normals and low fireball.
The rolling in activation. And he rolls in, and Infiltration takes the cancel.
Steals it. Will it be enough?
Wow. He gets the kill. A mistake from Takeuchi, and you can see it on his face. Yeah, a little grimace of his own, but that's a bad grimace, right?
It is a bad grimace, but it's a great test of a young player, so that's what I'm excited to see if he can recover here.
Yeah, we know Infiltration has what it takes to win a bracket from the loser side like this and grind it out, right? It's just whether Takeuchi can weather the storm.
Look at this switch. Such clean counterplay.
The rolling in, he was ready on this time. And the uppercut again. You know Takeuchi.
Representing?
Yeah, he saw those wake-up buttons. He was sick of it, and now Infiltration with it again. Spends the CA. He's willing to take the resources.
It's a good decision at this point. Especially,
It's going to close out the round, and, I think he needed that.
Oh, for sure. And again, that kind of started with another raw jump-in that Infiltration just ate. And so it's... I want to understand what he's thinking there, what he's hoping for.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like he's so focused on what he's doing that he didn't sense maybe what was happening.
That's the option of the jump. When you can get these intense ground game battles and get your opponent's mind really focused on those options, it opens up those jumps. Exactly as you talked about with the uppercuts.
Yeah, no human's going to be able to watch both those things that intently.
And not with the reaction speed that you're hoping to need.
Yeah, another jump in. Takeuchi walk. He's knocking on his door.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, baits the throw.
Got it.
But he didn't have the stun. Yeah, he didn't have the store. He needed the heavy kick store, but still, Takeuchi in big trouble. Whiffs an eagle spike.
Okay.
Juggle, didn't get what he was looking for, yeah, but he just lost positioning. It's not the end of the world, I think.
Wow, that tornado goes so far. He jumped back and still backflipped.
Oh, dashed into it.
Coming out.
This is big. Takeuchi still on the offense. There's wake-up buttons again.
Is the dizzy?
Close to stun. He went for another eagle spike. A whip from Infiltration.
But he's still in there, and he's going to steal it back. Oh, another heartbreaker. Takeuchi,
who has a tough look on his face.
Yeah, Takeuchi really needs to try and find a way to turn this around. He's been playing the kind of game he wants to play, but it's just been sort of slipping away from him with a couple of decisions.
Those clutch moments, right?
Yeah.
Those moments where Infiltration, his experience shines on more than the youth.
Absolutely, that's the strong part of these kind of experiences, and Infiltration has had more than almost anybody in the world. Putting John Takeuchi to the test.
Yeah, I mean,
the young guy needs to prove his place at the table. Wow! A little bit of disrespect there.
Oh, back throw into the corner. Infiltration's movement is so hard to catch, right? It's so hard to figure him out.
John Takeuchi looking...
Not the whip punish Infiltration wanted, but he thought he had it out the activation.
Finally finds an overhead.
V-trigger 2 for Rashid ready, but the interruption, Infiltration EX at the end, not going to be the kill, but
there
the meaty does it. Takeuchi with the wake-up button, and we're one round from another reset here.
Reset.
Grand Finals for Infiltration, and he's been here before, right? If he wins this, this is his third EVO in Street Fighter, right?
That's right.
And he's had EVO wins in Cross Tekken as well, so I mean, he's won so many EVO events, and this has got to be Takeuchi's first EVO top 8 in comparison, so the experience is so incredible for Infiltration.
And he's making it the kind of match where the experience matters as well.
Oh, beautiful
sequence.
Yeah. He set him up, and Takeuchi might not have even seen that before, right?
But he knows it. He felt it.
Oh,
wow,
no anti-air. And Infiltration with the staggered low. He resets the bracket against John Takeuchi, who...
Their character, you want to find a way to make it work. There's a certain pride in that. Certainly in Japan, character loyalty has been tradition for a long time. But in a game like this, finding these extra characters
can be so beneficial, right? Especially in a scale like this, and we're seeing the strength of it here from Infiltration. Much like the Tekken event we saw, where the Korean players had a multitude of characters as well, and it's so important.
Good block from John Takeuchi.
He lost his positioning.
Infiltration, not worried about the corner, just wants to get some stores.
Yeah, really, a lot of this match is going to be Juri running to build up those stores and then fighting when she has the space to do so. Oh, missed anti-air.
Breaks up again.
He's willing to risk it. Infiltration, he knows the timing on when Takeuchi wants to approach. Oh, the V reversal.
He's been right every time with those wake-ups in recent history.
I'm looking for those lows, Takeuchi, and finally tagged low. It just keeps going. The momentum, you can feel it's been stolen from Takeuchi.
It's exactly so. Infiltration. Get the eye of the tiger now. Just taking those chances, pressuring with the throws. Switch it up. Having his way with them, really.
An excellent block, yeah.
Doesn't look like he knows quite how to approach here. All right. Opportunity.
He's got to find something, but it's hard to even say what it'll be.
Yeah.
We just can't seem to control or contain Infiltration, which so many people have struggled with forever.
Yeah, just a lot of motion, a lot of surprising buttons.
Oh, no uppercut from Infiltration, but he had to jump back anyway. And look at this, Takeuchi wants pressure with his V-trigger, but Infiltration not allowing it.
Oh, wow.
Universal again, he wants space, he's willing to sacrifice the V-trigger, and look at this lead for Infiltration. He's running away with this set. Wow.
He gets him with the shimmy.
He didn't cancel into the CA he was looking for, but he can get it here. No
V
reversal available for Takeuchi, and that's going to be game 1 of the reset.
Game 1.
But also, like, as a young player, this is his biggest test.
And just being in this kind of spot with a bracket reset is not something you're going to have to deal with until you're able to make these kind of tournament finals. Much less coming from the winner's side, having it taken away from you. Ooh. Okay, that was an actual drop from Infiltration, but the first uppercut that we've seen punished in quite some time.
Yeah, and it was an uppercut that, wow, an uppercut that could have been crush countered for bigger damage, and Takeuchi knows that he had kind of a head nod after he did that.
Excellent point.
A little bit of a, maybe just lack of awareness, or
yeah,
but the speed that Infiltration plays, it makes it so hard to keep up with.
When you're operating a few frames behind, that can be the difference between life and death, and that's the position that John Takeuchi appears to be in right now.
A jump out of the corner. Infiltration goes to it so constantly. Uppercut again, it keeps landing.
Connects.
And what are you going to do? Not press on your opponent's wake up? Yeah, you have to. So
as
you
Rashid,
get
especially
like
when you're operating from behind. Okay, finds the shimmy, gets it done. Good stuff. Can he convert it into the game that he needs?
Yeah, you can't just
put one on the board.
Pressure Infiltration. No, right? Like, you have to, but you know, at what cost? Eventually, it breaks your mental guard, right? You're just like, oh, I can't believe another uppercut. And by then, you know, something else is happening on the screen.
That's right. Walking back away. The mixer comes out.
Really just forcing towards the corner here. Takeuchi in good position. He's got a lot of bar to work with as well. Snapping out that heavy kick.
Bobbing and weaving. Dancing up and down.
Yeah, he's so consistently everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You can never expect where he's going to be.
Looks like he's moving even when he's not.
There's the heavy mixer. John's looking a lot better here. He really seems to kind of have controlled himself. All right, makes
that's fine. Yeah, that's the price.
The reversal away.
Oh, but it's punished.
Infiltration was ready for it, and that's tough for John. He built his trigger back, though, and I think he really needs that to make this comeback.
Out it comes. Oh, powering through.
Takes the throw. John, bad position. He's got a lot of bar, but
he's going to get stolen again.
And that overhead is now landing.
Yes.
That's something that wasn't working previously.
And we talked about playing a few frames behind. That's exactly the position he is. The young man's speed not working in his favor here.
Now he's anti-airing a little bit more consistently. Look at Infiltration to start dashing up a little bit more, right? He's going to change up his positioning.
Wow.
Challenge again. And the reaction
starting to set a record.
Takeuchi, yeah, he's like, look, all right, right back at you. If that's how we're going to play, if that's what kind of fight it's going to be, then all right. Yeah, you can't begin to count him, and I think it's making Takeuchi play a little bit more frantic, so it's working.
That's right. He's starting to play a little bit more wild, and that is not his game. He's now playing Infiltration's game, and that is a dangerous look, especially when you're one game down after a reset.
Yeah, you can see the shift, right? You can see now suddenly Infiltration is playing. He's making Takeuchi play the way he wants to, and that's going to be close.
Goes low.
Block.
Baits it out.
Uppercut.
From John Takeuchi, going down to the loser's bracket, facing Daigo with Menat. Going with the Juri option, not finding immediate success with it in that first set, but getting it done now and rolling into a heavier and heavier advantage, forcing John Takeuchi out of his comfort zone and to play his kind of game.
Yeah, and I mean, right there, successful wake-up button with no bar on defense from Infiltration. Like, he's so comfortable now that Takeuchi is respecting wake-up after wake-up after wake-up. He's afraid. Oh, and another one, he calls him out.
B reversal into the EX.
Infiltration willing to take all these risks, and Takeuchi, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know when to respect it. He doesn't know when not to.
The clean mixer finds the pressure in the corner. Overhead, good. Back on terra firma there. That looked like a classic Rashid round in the finish.
Yeah, so it's like right back at you, right?
Yes.
I'm going to kind of play my game here, get the anti-air. Looking a little, yeah, he's slowed down a little bit more from Takeuchi. I'd like to see him kind of go back to that pace he was playing.
But we've seen these rounds from him before, and they have not turned into games, crucially. That is what he must do.
Takes the back throw. Positioning is so important for Rashid here towards the corner. And Infiltration, he tried to bite off more than he could chew there by walking all the way up stunt.
There it is. It's a very clean round.
Gets the jump in. He's got CA available. Does not spend it just yet. He's getting close to being able to chip with it as well. Now that that activation happened, yeah, he's going to set up a chip here. He can shoot the whirlwind, come in behind the second one and find the chip. All right, there's
nice call out. I think Infiltration realizing the game plan from Takeuchi. Let's see if he can take advantage. Good break. Wow. Game he wanted to play. He was finding a way to get it done. Played well.
Still more offense here. This is where he's really got to win, right? This positioning, corner positioning, Infiltration with no bar, wrong anti-air decision. Could have been the heavy mixer.
It was both out of position and a little late.
Yeah, that's a bad combo for sure as an anti-air goes. You got to have an incredible anti-air for that to work.
Gets caught with the side switch.
Almost
and that's the kind of reactable thing that we talked about that he was so good at handling before. And now the round is going to slip away. And we are at tournament point.
Yeah, this could be crazy sentence, but another EVO for Infiltration.
Unbelievable. And I think, while everybody respects his play, I don't think he was at the top of anybody's mind for this tournament quite yet. Yeah,
after his incredible performance at the LCQ at Capcom Cup, it's hard to doubt just how strong this guy is in this tournament. Here in Grand Finals, big lead, he's building it even more. He needs to get some stores. There it is. Throws that light kick fireball. Does not tag him, yeah.
Just barely. John Takeuchi's whole power again.
The uppercuts, man, those are the biggest story of the set for sure. Those uppercuts landing so consistently for Infiltration.
And they leave a mark, not just on your life bar, but on your mind.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time it lands, he's got to second guess himself, and Infiltration taking full advantage here. Moving behind those light kick fireballs again. And
okay, I like the movement here from Takeuchi.
He's lost the trigger trade.
All the stores come out, gets the counter.
Yeah, one more solid hit for him. Could take the round here. Throw.
Now the throw threat. Yes. John Takeuchi staying alive.
Yeah, mental fortitude very strong there. Infiltration had a big lead in that round, about 50%. And just a big comeback from Takeuchi.
Playing the kind of game he wanted to play. Didn't have to take a lot of wild chances.
Ooh, look at him wait right there. I love the patience. No anti-air, but still a little bit more solid. The raw mixer again, yeah. Catches a guy like Infiltration off guard.
Poke, looking to see if he can catch the wake-up button. Doesn't come. Infiltration builds up one store.
Probably not, man, Infiltration getting locked down here. Look for an air-to-air. You got to watch the jump out from Infiltration.
Oh, he's been so successful with that raw jump out. A little bit out of position, both dropping opportunities.
And the anti-air, finally Infiltration is ready.
Clean, looking for that counter hit.
Yeah, trying to find back heavy kick. Neutral jump.
And the fireball evaporated right last second.
Yeah, worked out so perfectly for John. Spends the bar.
Victory still in sight here for Infiltration. Can he close it out? EVO 2018, the inaugural Japan.
Oh, he didn't get the activation he wanted. Takeuchi, though, still has trigger. The jump.
He got him.
It's enough. And Infiltration, your EVO Japan 2018 champion over John Takeuchi. You can see how much it means to him. That is a multi-time Street Fighter V EVO champion.